how to detach is a key milestone in the spiritual awakening journey. It will allow you to rise up to your higher self and to manifest the life that you want. Sophia Persephone here, and in this video I'm going to explain the principle of detachment and show you how to detach using 3 really simple techniques. As we move closer to global enlightenment, detachment is going to be the next big thing. Within a few years, it will be as big as the mindfulness movement. So, what is detachment? It's the ability to elevate your mind above the modality of physical experience, your feelings, and observe them from the outside. So that means that you become able to control your emotions so they don't dictate the course of your life. And if you didn't know already, you are a soul who is incarnated in a human body for this lifetime. And the human body is the source of all the negative emotions we feel, fear, sadness, and anger, for example. These kinds of emotions can really hold us back in life. So learning how to detach from them is a game changer. When we practice detachment, we elevate the conscious mind, which is the soul. We go towards our higher self, which is the superconscious mind, and we distance ourselves from the physical, which is the subconscious mind. Now, during the spiritual awakening journey, you will certainly be given challenges which force you to learn detachment. This could be losing something important to you, which causes you pain, like a relationship. Often it comes in the form of a bereavement. So, how do you practice detachment? I'm going to show you 3 techniques. Okay, how to practice detachment. Technique number 1, state your emotions out loud. When you become aware that you're experiencing a difficult emotion, acknowledge it vocally. There's a formula to this. You state the emotion and why you're having it. Then you rationalize why you don't need to feel the emotion, and then you state the emotion that you'd like to replace it with. So I'm going to give you an example. You might say, I am feeling overwhelmingly sad because my father passed away. But I know that this is just one life of many that we've lived together, and we're going to share many more. So instead of feeling sad, I'd like to feel grateful for the time that we had together in this life and to look forward to the next time we meet. Now, this phenomenon has actually been measured in modern science, and stating emotions out loud has been shown to significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety. I've used this technique myself many times, 100% it works. Now, this technique is especially useful for people who are going through the spiritual dark night of the soul. Okay, detachment technique number 2. Use affirmations related to detachment. This will build a strong foundation for you. As with all affirmations, say them 3 times and use a visualization while you're saying them. And you can do this as part of your daily meditation practice. At the end of a third eye meditation is always a good time. The kind of affirmations which work are, I am able to detach and observe my feelings easily, or negative emotions have no effect on me, or I operate from an elevated state of mind. You can write your own affirmations, but you get the general idea. Emotions are literally just a way to guide us. We can think of them as advice, which we don't have to take. The trouble is, the advice is often coming from the physical, and the physical has a very specific agenda. It wants to protect us, and that means it generates a lot of negative emotions as a deterrent to action. Now, interestingly, later on during the awakening journey, we also have to learn to detach from overly positive emotions. We get these periods of euphoria, and that's the result of us opening up our channel to the higher dimensions because it's a happy place. Now, this is really clearly observed during the connection stage of awakening, the one that happens just before the spiritual dark night of the soul, and it can also happen during the early stages of the advanced learning phase. However, what we really want is to remain calm and neutral. That's our natural soul state. I tell the people I coach to think of themselves as having an emotional baseline of 0%. That's when they're relaxed and detached. When they feel themselves reach plus or minus 20%, so their emotions are swinging upwards or downwards, then I advise them to start to use affirmations to get back to baseline. Now, this level of detachment is really important when we're in transcendence and post-transcendence. We want to be as effective as possible in delivering our missions. So being able to elevate and make rational decisions is really key. We don't want to be overly influenced by our emotions, either positively or negatively. Detachment technique number 3. Use a crown chakra meditation and a mantra to elevate your mind. For the mantra, I'd suggest something like, I am my higher self. If you know the name of your higher self, then use that. For example, I use I am Sophia multiple times a day. For the crown chakra meditation, there's multiple ways you can do this. You can use a guided meditation, but my preference is always for people to learn how to do things on their own, because that way you can just grab a couple of minutes here and there if you need a little reset. If you want to do the crown chakra meditation yourself, a really good technique is to visualize your energy body ascending through your crown up into the universe and merging with your higher self. You can also play a crown chakra sound bath or use binaural beats through headphones. Now, just be careful not to do this meditation too frequently if you're in the very early stages of awakening, because you need to strengthen your lower chakras before you do too much crown work. So that's detachment and 3 really simple ways to detach. I'd love to hear about your own experiences in this area and any detachment techniques you've developed. So please feel free to leave a comment.